Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Breeze's Saints.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get a start from the Superdome. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Breeze to throw on second down. And Josh Hill has it. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Breeze hands to Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
On second down, Ingram. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. Now Breeze on third down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds across the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down following the run. Play clock winding down. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down, 9 yards to go. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Now Wilson on first down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. They go play action here on first down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Toss play, Kamara. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, here's Breeze. And Hill with it over the middle. And he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Kamara. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field. But they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished 2nd. And Mike Davis didn't begin the year on Seattle's roster. They went through a number of runners this season, none of them that fit and really hit. Chris Carson, they thought, was going to be the guy who got hurt early in the year, but they definitely have to find a running game and get back to playing that Seattle football of run first and let Russell Wilson take over from there.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. And he is level. Knocked down hard. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Leaves this one with Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Breeze now. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn, 31 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Room here to run. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Paul Richardson, 85 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. New Orleans offense working its way back out there. As we look at them ahead to 2018 as that wound to the end of 2017 continues to heal, Charles, they're going to have Kamara, Ingram, Thomas. If they have Breeze back at quarterback, this should be an excellent squad again.
It certainly should, and frankly, if the offensive line comes back healthy and intact, that's another big win for them, especially with their 2 tackles. Teron Armstead at left tackle. Brian Ramczyk, who was a rookie last season at right tackle. They are loaded going forward. If they could get a real playmaker at tight end, that might be the last piece. And if that happens, I'd hate to be a defensive coordinator trying to game plan for them.
Second down following the incompletion. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
On target over the middle to Hill. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Ten yards still left on second down. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. The play clock's running down. Here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Wilson now off the bootleg. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. This is Carson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Flushed out right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And on 2nd and 10 now. counter. Here's Kamara. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. A 10th carry for Kamara. Oh, what a move. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. Fresh set of downs here. Again, this is Kamara looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On second down, Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On third down, here's Kamara. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise if this would come up short.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Tyler Jamison able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. On second down, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. First down, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They go play action with Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 11. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Back to throw, Breeze. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And he'll let it fly in the direction again. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.